Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I want to do a video where I talk about a lot of the early African American players that started playing in Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. I've been collecting cards from those early African American players for a while. I don't have all of them. I probably have about half of the ones that I want to get, but I want to do a video about the ones that I do have and kind of talk about some players that a lot of you have heard of, but other players that you might not have. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into that. All right, guys. So as we all know, Major League Baseball had a gentleman's agreement, quote unquote gentleman's agreement, that segregated baseball until 1947. The origins of segregation in baseball stem from the founding of the game. The greatest player of his era, Cap Anson, insisted on segregation, going as far as keeping his White Sox from playing exhibition games in the 1880s against any team that had African American players. Anson may have been one of the greatest hitters, but his hate and ignorance deprived the nation of seeing players like Josh Gibson and Oscar Charleston play in the major league. I've been collecting some of the early cards of African American ball players. I don't have all of them, but I wanted to kind of talk about the ones I do have. I'll probably do another follow-up video later in the year once I complete the list. So we'll start in reverse chronological order with the last team to integrate. So we have Pumpy Green. This is his 1960 Topps rookie card. The Red Sox were the last team to integrate due to the racism of Tom Yawkey, their owner. Pumpy Green was the first African-American player on the Red Sox. This is his 1960 Topps Rookie Cup card. He made his debut at second base on July 21st, 1959, more than 12 years after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. There's the back of it. Next up on my list is Elston Howard, the first African-American Yankee. The Yankees weren't that much better than the Red Sox when it came to integration. Howard debuted as backup catcher a day shy of 8 years after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. This is his 1955 Bowman rookie card. I love the look of this card. Love that set. I think it's a great image of Howard. And there's the back of the card. Next up is Chuck Harmon. Chuck Harmon was the first African-American Cincinnati Red. Harmon made his debut at third base about 7 years after Jackie Robinson. This is his 1955 Topps rookie card. Here's the back of it. Super clean 5.5. Next up is Kurt Roberts, the first African-American on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Roberts made his debut at second base just 4 days before Chuck Harmon did. This is his 1955 Topps rookie card. Next up, one of the greatest hitters of all time, Hammer and Hank made his major league debut for the Milwaukee Braves on April 13th, 1954. He wasn't the first African-American signed by the Braves, but Aaron did play in the Negro Leagues for a few years prior to signing with the Braves. This is his iconic 1954 Topps rookie card, a PSA 5.5. Next up, we have Bob Trece. Bob Trece was the first African-American Philadelphia Athletic. Trece made his pitching debut on September 13th, 1953. This is his 54 Topps rookie card. It's a really nice one. I was actually surprised for what you're able to pick up a 54 Topps Bob Trece in a PSA 8. Definitely a great value card. All right, next up, possibly the greatest all-around player in baseball history, Mays made his debut for the Giants on May 25th, 1951. The Giants signed 3 African-American players that spring. They were Mays, MaeRa Noble, and Artie Wilson. This is Mays' 51 Bowman rookie card. This is Harry Simpson, one of the earliest Cleveland Indians to break the color barrier. He made his debut for the Indians on April 21st, 1951 as an outfielder. This is his 1952 Bowman rookie card. There's the back of it. Next up, we have Sam Jethro. He was the first African-American Brave, superseding Hank Aaron. He made his debut on April 18th, 1950. He was a really fast base runner. He actually led the league in stolen bases his first 2 seasons in the MLB. This is his 1950 Bowman rookie card. I think it's an absolutely beautiful card. There's the back of it. Next up, Luke Easter. Like Harry Simpson, Easter was one of the earliest Cleveland Indians to break the color barrier. He made his major league debut on August 11th, 1949. This is his 1951 Bowman rookie card. Next up, old Satchel Page. He was a Negro League All-Star. Page made his major league debut for the Cleveland Indians on July 9th, 1948, at the young age of 42 years old. This is his 1949 Bowman rookie card. Here's the back of it. I recently did a video on Page, and I'll provide a link to that video in the comments below. All right, next up is Roy Campanella. He's the all-star catcher from the Brooklyn Dodgers. He made his debut with the Dodgers on April 20th, 1948. Campy's career was cut short when he was paralyzed in a car accident on January 28th, 1958. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1969 by the Baseball Writers Association. This is his 1949 Bowman rookie card. Probably one of the best looking 2s in my collection. And then the last card in the collection at this time is the 1949 Bowman Jackie Robinson rookie. Robinson, as we all know, is a true American hero. He broke the color barrier, debuting with the Brooklyn Dodgers on April 15th, 1947. He cleared the way for not just African Americans to play baseball, but all minorities to play our national pastime. His number 42 was retired throughout Major League Baseball on April 15th, 1997. His heroism makes him one of my favorite players of all time. This is his 1949 Bowman rookie card. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing those cards and kind of hearing about some of these early African-American players. Hopefully you learned something new. If not, great. That means you got a great knowledge of the topic. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like the video, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, I appreciate your subscription. So thanks, guys. Talk to you next time.